Frampton comes alive. Well, Peter Frampton comes alive. Actually, he came alive at the Allen Event Center Friday, July the 27th, 2018 in Allen, Texas. Well, actually, he was the opening act for the Steve Miller Band, but he's on the ticket right there. So he brought his guitar, magic, and all those memories from the 1970s so we can all feel like we do and all that good stuff. Anyway, I was there and this is how it went down. Back in the late 70s, Peter Frampton posters lined the walls of teenage girls' bedrooms as much as Leif Garrett or Sean Cassidy posters did. Yes, that long, flowing blonde hair and the English accent seemed to do it for the girls back in the day. Well, the accent is still there. But as for the hair, yeah, the 70s were a long time ago. And Frampton's long flowing hair has gone the way of the leisure suit. However, it wasn't the memories of Frampton's hair that brought me to the Allen Event Center Friday night. Instead, it was the memories of Peter Frampton's amazing guitar talent. Now, if Peter would have come up to me on the street corner and introduced himself as, "Hello, I'm Peter Frampton," I would have probably said, "Cool, you know, there was a singer back in the 70s with that same name." Okay, maybe Peter doesn't look like he did when he graced the cover of the 1976 iconic Frampton Comes Alive album, but as he sang out the song, "Show Me the Way," there was no doubt this was the guy. Oh my, what memories! Yes, I was trying to reminisce of my troubled, disenchanted youth during that song, but unfortunately, the two chicks seated next to me, well, they thought the concert was a great time to catch up on everything they've been up to for the last 20 years. I honestly don't think they shut up for 10 seconds during Frampton's entire set. Text, girls, text! Fortunately, Frampton's guitar was able to drown out the two annoying women as he and fellow string bender Lester Adams played some amazing guitar licks, showing why he's still touring, and Sean Cassidy and Leif Garrett are probably on the waiting list to be on Celebrity Big Brother. Well, Peter's been around a long time, so there were plenty of stories to tell. He told how he once hooked up with the old band Humble Pie for a while, and even told how he worked with Soundgarden's late frontman Chris Cornell, who decided to leave the world just a week before his Dallas concert last year. To pay a little tribute to Chris, Frampton played a riveting instrumental of Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun, which was so inspirational it almost made me overlook all the annoying people and their annoying cell phones that they were holding up in front of me to record the song. Do people have no shame? Speaking of shame, Frampton never once mentioned the movie he did with the Bee Gees back in the day. Does anyone remember the 1978 movie Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band? Does anyone really want to? I can't judge though, I never saw it. Now Peter did talk a little bit about heading down the Caribbean to write an album, but unfortunately he became a bit preoccupied when a bale of weed came floating up on the shore that some drug runner had pitched out of his boat when the NARC police showed up. Apparently, such excess built up a little inspiration though, for Frampton was able to write a bit of a memory for all of us. After he strapped on his acoustic guitar, he sang out those memorable and mystical words, "Ooh, baby, I love your way," every day. Now, I asked Margot if that song took her back to high school. Well, it took me back to middle school. Elementary school? Now, I wish it would have taken those two chicks next to me right out the door, because they didn't even shut up for that song. Oh my gosh. For shame, woman. For shame. For even a bigger stroll down memory lane, Peter brought out a familiar guitar. Well, familiar to anyone who has been alive long enough to remember the Frampton Comes Alive album. Yes, this was the Gibson guitar that he is seen holding in that memorable pose on the cover of the album. He claims the guitar disappeared for around 30 years, but then he was finally able to get it back. However, age has not affected the old guitar in the least, because as Frampton played the song, "Do You Feel Like We Do?" we all felt like we had slipped back into 1976. Of course, in 1976, we didn't have all these gosh awful people and their gosh awful cell phones trying to record everything. Sometimes I really miss the 70s. Not the leisure suits. So that was the Peter Frampton show. Like I said before, he was the opening act for Steve Miller. Apparently these guys are no strangers. They've been guitar buddies now for like 50 years, and they've been touring. They apparently love to tour together. Now, they sold out the Allen Event Center. It was a sold out show. It was packed. And that place holds like 8,500 people for concerts. It kind of makes me wonder how this act in Dallas, especially since Steve Miller is a Dallas native, would have fared in a place like the 18,000 feet American Airlines Center. Who knows? Now, this is the second time I've seen Peter Frampton. The first time I saw him, he was the headliner, and it was down at the Grand Prairie Verizon Theater. And let's see, he was a headliner. His opening act was bluesman Robert Cray. And he also brought out for a few songs Vernon Reid, who used to play in a band called Living Colour. So it was a bit of a guitar fest. Really cool show. Peter Frampton is a lot of fun to watch. He's more than just some 70s singer. He is a guitar god, I guess. You could put him as a guitar god status. Okay, my favorite moment of the concert. I'm trying to think. Probably it would be the song "Baby I Love Your Way." It's not a guitar song, but it's just so